I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
So I was watching this serial the other night, yeah? I don't want to ruin the surprise. Let's just say it involved a whole mess of tossball players and the biggest manta queen I ever saw.
Oh, no fooling? I'm gonna have to catch that one for myself.
Can't believe I got my own bunk.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing. Captain, I wish to offer my commendations for convincing the UDL's gunship to leave HRS-1084. I did not favor the idea of being stripped and sold for parts. Welcome back, Captain. How can I...
Good to see you, boss.
Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Blythe just sent me everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remaining supply. Typical elitist, hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals. Exciting. Aloysius Clark, Minister of Earth. Virtually every colony requires the presence of a Minister of Earth. Clark is complicit in every one of the board's crimes. Whenever the board issues some new decree, you'll find Clark's signature on the dotted line. If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as much as you possibly can. The more, the better. If you don't bring me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony. Oh, I understand it must seem impossible to you. Infiltrate Byzantium, the crown jewel of the colony, steal a batch of rare chemicals from a heavily guarded estate. In order to do the impossible, you must first divide it into a series of smaller, less impossible tasks. Ah, yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents. We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require. I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find. Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them. You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway. Of course. What's on your mind?
Crew report. Bioka is drunk. We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Can we talk? Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to do. I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick. Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too? Because it would be fun? Well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it. Come on, I didn't leave home and become a pirate because I enjoy making responsible decisions. Of course not. I mean, not unless you want to bring a feral canid or a mantis on a leash. That'd make a real impression. Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one. You're the boss. Anything else? What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it. Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy. Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion. This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same Once you accept that, I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work. Sure do. And unlike you, Captain, the rest of us don't get a big fancy room with wall-to-wall windows. But let's forget about that, please. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony? And here I thought I'd seen it all. This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else? I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas. Ever notice how this job gets bigger and more dangerous every time he calls in? He's out. Makes me wonder what your angle... That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirty? Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your own... The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really... I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one... Hey, don't get any ideas. I'm just making sure you last long enough. Anything else? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. The real question is why didn't I... There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying... I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing... Now you see, people call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon. Everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get interesting like a colon... I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it. Lots of them, unfortunately. I even sculpted a few. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else. That's what happened.
They'll never see us. Do you mind? I'm meeting some... Shh. No. The Phoenix is a wanted man, and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah. That's my codename for... you know, our mutual. Oh. I'm Golden Eagle. Yeah. I named you Cuckoo. It makes sense if you think about it, because I didn't know who you were, and old Earth cuckoos would routinely trick other birds into feeding them.
Does this mean I'm supposed to have one too? Fine.
Let's go with Rufus Hummingbird.
Forget it. Codenames are for amateurs anyway.
Too late. I've already marked it off. Can't just go reassigning.
Oh, can I be chicken? Because chickens will adopt any critter's baby and keep them warm.
You sure you don't want to be Raven or Sparrowhawk?
Aw.
Okay. Anyway, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful.
Here we got 11 flavors of terror rays and not much else. That kind of variety? I mean, gosh.
The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicator. When the birds start disappearing, you know no pun intended. Come on, I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where... Doesn't that seem strange? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course. I mean, there's a shredder at the bottom of the box, so I don't know what you'd expect to happen. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it, and since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. So you can imagine how messy things got.
I bet your repair folks couldn't find parts. Back in Edgewater, I'd have to take something apart just to put another...
Might have been the paperwork. Here, you have to append forms to your forms, and law help you if there's a single dash out of place. At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that... Except that's not how they go. At least that's not how they're supposed to go in Byzantium. The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's... Just remember, you didn't... Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him.
Can't say I blame him. It's scary out of doors. I mean, can you even count how many times we've been shot at?
What work specialists, huh? Our mutual friend is really branching out. Good luck, Cuckoo.
Move along. Are you still tinkering with that?
It's not gonna fix itself.
Don't we have repair drones for that kind of thing?
This was a repair drone. Hey!
It feels like I've been waiting in line forever.
It feels like I've been waiting in line forever.
I wonder if I'll get to meet Chairman Rockwell.
Huh? Not so fast! What do you think you're doing? I don't have time for this. Move along.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Try
Nothing wrong with
it's
stability.
better than nature.
It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presents. Natural. Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Anti-cryospatial mass skin cream. Leaves you feeling fresh and tingling. Do not operate heavy machinery for 2 hours after.
A UDL security attendant is always prepared.
that supposed to be a model of the system? Not super accurate.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
The dissidents actually took over the refinery. I can't believe it!
And then, the chairman shot their space shuttle down with a Hammersmith grenade launcher. Incredible.
Are you two talking about the new Dissident Hunter adaptation? Don't spoil it. I'm behind.
You need to watch more Aetherwave. You never know what's going on.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-Bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise. Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay. Indeed. Now,
That episode from a few weeks ago.
Spacer's choice green light red. Fresh because it was.
Today's trends are tomorrow's trash.
Hortense yells at me about vagrants one more time, I'm gonna snap.
Why do you think I've been avoiding the estate district?
Isn't that your beat?
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Oh, nothing. Nothing. Why,
Laws, I knew it! I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to... And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little distracted now and... They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnel. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminate a mechanical... Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common... They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mind the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science of... Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machine things with gears. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to... Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins, monsters hungry for human flesh, a hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people... Not that I place any... To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. Therefore my... Oh, very well. It's true. See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen them. Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories... So you see, it's imperative that I... Not just names. There's Lord Reginald Kim III, Lady Philippa Farnsworth, Vonda von Vermington, Haroon Greenlee, Iskander Emmanuel Sanj... Ah, she's the... Fair enough. So is everyone. Her is She's a Something. I still am, but I must say.
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work anymore.
Citizens, today marks a monumentous occasion in the course of Halcyon history. After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenues, and predictive models, we are publishing a yearly success report. Promotions abound. Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthy.
All right. Slap your whole family.
Sorry, I didn't mean to walk into you like that. Oh my goodness.
Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store.
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my
My dear fellow, you've no idea how our production...
I've always loved this.
You, with the hips. Over here. Let me take a closer look at you.
Don't speak. Hold. The way you rest your weight against your hip suggests a certain rugged charisma possessed only by the mighty primal and the well-traveled. Your walk, your posture, the cut of your clothes, you carry yourself with a bare... I'm Celeste Jolicoeur, and... I'm an artist, darling, not a tweed merchant. I don't sell things. I'm working on a new line of clothing that will shock this city to its core, and I'd like your help. Everything I need to know can be deduced from a first... You're an outsider. You're exotic. You carry a whiff of barbarism and adventure. You're the embodiment of everything I want in my... Marvelous! You and I are gonna wake... What I need is a survey of the outside world. What does the common laborer wear? Also... Oh, you cad! You'll be the talk of business. I'll need you to model for me the following. The apparel of an iconoclast, the armor of a marauder, and a full ensemble of spacer gear. And when I say spacer gear, I mean an outfit worn by real spacers. None of that garbage spacer's choice pedals. You have the bearing and demeanor of a bored... I expect you'll cut an exquisite figure. I've heard rumors of these iconoclasts, half-mad zeal... You'll have to find your own way into Monarch. I can't help you, even if I could.
You don't gotta be so forward about my reason.
Let me get a good look at you. My word. Such...
I am no...
Nonsense, you're absolutely lovely. Chin up now. Let me do a back-of-the-envelope calculation. Love? That's the ultimate luxury, darling.
I don't get why that's funny, ma'am.
Oh, my cherub. All right, Captain. Darling, do I read her measurements. There are some things I simply cannot skimp on, darling. Such a... Now stand back. Back! And there we are, my darling girl. I wish you a splendiferous evening. And if you don't mind my act...
What? Oh, no, ma'am. All them eyes?
I wish you weren't so shy, my Violet. You truly are beautiful. If I were an enterprising spacer in need of a wardrobe... Outside Byzant... Yes, and I'm terribly... Anyway, I'm quite... Byzantium has... I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly... I'm not some common... You're very... I can't... What can I...
I love Byzantium.
Please allow me to request did you know?
Hey, stand back. You. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Good thing the others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired. Oh, Oh, you definitely... That me. That's right. Not just... That's a great...
Captain, I can smell him from clear over here. I reckon...
Sure have!
He's got powerful good ears.
And a power... You,
Please allow...
Hey... Hey... Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. Who am I?
Please allow me...
Hey... That's not it. Wow! Oh, Laws. I really shouldn't. I'll have...
Nonsense. You've got another in you.
Guess I can't argue with that. Ugh. Was that one supposed to taste like purple berry crunch? Or am I just I don't feel so good. I just need to sit down.
Spacer's Choice 2-hour energy.
I tell you what, we'll change the font in our contracts.
Are you lost? Sorry, there's not a lot I can do for you. Sorry, but we don't provide directions.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've... Are you serious? You're a sightseer? I didn't know people like you even existed. Oh, this is just... Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased. I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across Halcyon. Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque... We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. That slogan's a work in progress. So... Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangle. When you find a beacon, find every beacon, finish your tour.
What do you think you're doing? As you were.
Make him regret it.
Don't! Please! Don't hurt me!
Got it. Heads down.
You gotta teach me that. Nice going.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Those wastrels in Emerald Vale have all abandoned their work, did you know? How typical.
Burning the midnight oil, are we? Welcome to Halcyon Parcel Service. Halcyon Parcel Service is the most dependable parcel delivery service. That's just... Nope, just parcels. We don't deal in... It's very technical. Halcyon Parcel Service strictly adheres to the standards and definitions of packaging as outlined by the exec. We can ship all the parcels you want. But if I start shipping packages, I could get into some real...
I'm afraid I can't help you at the moment. Have a prosperous day.
Got my sights on you. Hey.
You're a rather exotic presence. A new Auntie Cleo's facial mask, perhaps? Or experimental pheromones?